here is activity reporting log. Probably none of you all will use this or need that, so don't worry about that. This is your loops button. It will always take you back to your loops. And they'll have them over here. You can have them listed in this version. You can put them into a grid view, or you can put them into a compact view, whichever way you like. I personally like the list view myself. It just gives me a little bit more information on each loop before I click into it, especially since I'm an admin and I get agents that sell other agents in the office listings, so then I can see if I'm working with the purchase or I'm working with the listing. So I always like to have this view myself, but you certainly are able to and put it any way you want. Tasks are great to use if you are putting tasks inside of your loop. So if I go to this Blueberry and I want to keep on track with my things, I can come here to add tasks. I can load the template and I can say, I want Tim's training task list. And this would be, you know, Tony's or Amani's or Tanya's task list. And in here, you could add the lockbox, add the sign, create the flyer, order photos. This has been assigned to Tim Vohar with no due date, so I could assign it as a today due date, a tomorrow due date, this week, next week. I could do a specific date to it. This one's unassigned, so I could click on this. And I can assign this to whoever I want to assign it to. That's part of my loop. And same thing with the dates. You can also come over here and you could rename or delete a task if it's not pertinent to this loop. The other thing that you can do, especially Janet, this might be helpful to you. If you're running tasks on loops, what you're supposed to do day to day when you're being an assistant to somebody, you can click here to move to the top. And now my task list is actually the first thing that I see when I open a loop up. So I'll open my loop, Blueberry Street. Oh, did I do the lockbox? Check. Did I do the sign? Check. Got to create that flyer, and I've ordered the photos. So then I just know that I have to create the flyer. And if I came over here and I put a due date of tomorrow, and I put it to all the way at the bottom there, put it to myself, I would get an email from Dotloop with this tasks of things I would have to do. And it's just, there you go, create a flyer. Now tomorrow or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, forgot what day it is, sorry. This would show up as overdue and then completed. Come right here. And there's my completed tasks that I've completed for that. And then if I have all tasks, that would show up there as well. So tasks are a nice little tool that you can use within the loops. You also have personal tasks that you can assign to yourself. If you're creating personal tasks, you can come up here and add a task. And this might be something that you're supposed to do and you're just trying to keep track of touch with yourself, control of your day, your week, your month, whatever it might be. All right, this here people is your big Rolodex. This is all the people that you have that are part of your Dotloop. Mine's probably a little bit bigger than the rest of y'all's, but I got a few more things in there, right? So there's all my Rolodex people. And if I'm looking for somebody, I can come up here, type in Vohar, maybe. Here's all the Vohars that are associated with me. You can see I have different aliases and different things from this magnitude. The reason I pulled up this Vohar, let me put in Tim Vohar. If you're ever having an issue with somebody saying, hey, I can see the loop, I can see the documents, but I can't sign them, perhaps you have Tim M. Vohar, tmvohar.loop, and they're reading it from tvohar at BHHS town, but it's been assigned to be signed by tmvohar.loop. So they're in their BHHS town account, they're not in their Gmail account. So this is where some of those hangups will come from, is they won't be in the account that has been assigned to sign. So if anybody has issues with that, that's one of the little tricky sticking points. Make sure you're sending or they're looking in the right email address that's been assigned. Of course, it's their name, but did they go into the right provider, the Gmail, the BHHS Town, the AOL, to make sure that they have the right accounts for setting up. All right, then we have over here your templates. So we'll go over here to templates now. Templates will be all of your document libraries. I have a few more than some of you do because I have some of the admin rights. Then you'll have your tasks. So you can come in here and you can create your own task list. If you're interested in creating your own task list, you just push on that and then just start typing in what you want. Here's that Tim's training task list. So I could come in here and I could add another task if I wanted to. I could do, let's see, order home property inspection. And there that is right there ready to go. Now that will copy in every time I drop in my Tim's training task list. You have a clause library. I don't have many clauses, but that's the same thing. New clause, washer, dryer, refrigerator. Be careful with these though, because if they don't have all those appliances and you put it in there, you're going to be buying a washer, dryer, or refrigerator. Workflows you guys won't have. Loop templates you will have. Be very cautious in any loop templates that you're doing. If you're creating your own loop templates right here, be cautious because if you do your own loop template, you will now be responsible for making sure all the documents are updated. So when Rain sends out a document update, when we do a company form update, you would then need to make sure that your loop template is updated. So be cautious, be careful, and go through that process.